I'm super excited to meet with Chris and Sarah today because the video they sent me seems a little bit surreal.
Chris has literally gutted everything in the house. Stuff hanging everywhere. I have a beautiful view out the window of a bunch of trash. I can't believe he's doing this to me.
Chris's plan was to renovate this house in like, I don't know, 2 months. Yeah, there's no way. I mean, they're 2 months in. This would have been day one of construction for us. I think this was a fun project. It was something he got to do with his father-in-law. But then he realized he has to work, and he's not a contractor, and you can only learn so much from online videos, and he's just in over his head.
All right, here it is.
Oh my gosh. What happened? What did it look like when you bought it?
Ceilings came to there, so pretty low. Popcorn ceiling, carpet.
Okay. Yeah. Like, was it like habitable?
Yeah, it was very clean, very nice, but like from 1959.
The ceilings you raised yourself.
Yeah, there was nothing above it, so then I just said, all right, let's try to vault it.
I see you put like this is a new beam here, right?
Yeah, Larry and I.
Yeah, this was Larry and Chris.
Did you have an engineer for the beam?
Online, videos. I mean, that seems about right.
This house is scary right now. They should not have taken down those walls. They should not have vaulted those ceilings. They shouldn't have messed with any of the framing until they had an engineer come out and do their calculations. I mean, I'm not even comfortable being in this house right now. Just walking in here, like, I feel extreme anxiety. How do you guys feel?
I'm very anxious about this whole process.
So what has your role in this been?
Sarah has
scream at them a little bit, ask them if they know what they're doing, and then leave.
Have there been fights?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there's been some fights.
What if I wasn't here? What would be happening?
We'd probably be screaming at each other.
She'd be a mess.
I definitely have had a lot of anxiety surrounding this renovation. It's taken a lot longer than I think we anticipated.
Sarah's not happy with him. I can tell that this has been a huge point of contention in their relationship. I think just handing it off and letting me make the decisions based on their design style is like best case scenario for them right now. So this door looks like an exterior door, but then when you walk out here, it's not really outside.
This is the new indoor-outdoor space.
We've talked about so much that needs to happen on this house. What is the budget that you're comfortable with?
I was at about $50,000 for the whole house.
For $50,000, I don't think we can get to everything we've talked about.
Yeah.
So is there more of a contribution that you're comfortable with that maybe like 75?
If Larry and I actually probably tried to finish it ourselves, it would probably cost us $125,000 and take us a year and a half. So yeah, it's got to get done.
Right, you need to go back to work.
I need to get back to work. It's been a lot of stress.
I'm really happy that Chris and Sarah agree that like now's the time to bring me in and finish this project. Luckily, the bedrooms aren't in bad shape, so I'll focus on their main living spaces and get it all done safely and on time. They're staying in this tiny little apartment together. Now they're incurring double costs. Time is money. I gotta get this house done. I've asked Chris and Sarah to come out and help with the demolition of this back room. They can kind of see how the pros do it. It's a little bit different than just like being there on a Saturday with one hammer.
All right, so this is what we're working with here. Galvanized pipe that was ran for a gas line, all inside, which we're not allowed to do. All these fittings had no Teflon on them to like actually seal them up. So I'll have to replace all the piping.
The reason galvanized pipe isn't great for gas is because of the galvanized coating. Over time, the galvanized steel will deteriorate and clog the gas regulators.
Down the road, this would have caused an issue. Would have gas leaks. You would, without the Teflon, for sure, you would have gas leaks. We'll have to put new black pipe.
So now you know, next time you install gas lines, which you're never gonna do again, right?
Yes.
This is one of the biggest projects I've ever had to step in and fix, so we've got to hit the ground running. We're gonna pull permits, bring everything up to code, and get this renovation moving again so that I can finally make some design decisions. One of the first design decisions I'm gonna make is what to do with these floors. Since they already pulled up all the carpet, it's just concrete, and it's kind of acting like a clean slate. These are pretty, right? These are engineered hardwood. I like this one.
Okay, good.
So I like this because I like the feel of it as well, which is like that UV cured oil. It's got like a really it's not gonna scratch, you know what I mean? They can use it. I feel like it's beachy, it's simple. You know, they like this timeless look, and I feel like that's what those are. Right now, my budget's a moving target. I've got about $50,000 set aside for the kitchen because I want the kitchen to be awesome. And then I spent another $10,000 before I even got started on fixing all the things that Chris had done. So that leaves me with $15,000. $15,000 for new flooring, drywall, paint. Brick is one of those things that's hard to deal with. I think a lot of people just leave their brick fireplaces because they're like, I don't know what the heck to do with this.
It's overwhelming.
We can change the look of this fireplace and keep our costs down by just layering on top of it. We'll use a 6-inch tongue and groove on it, like 6 inches wide, and we'll run it vertically. Then we'll do a soapstone surround, and it'll look really good. Chris and Sarah had no real plan for this kitchen, and then Chris started just ripping it apart. So I took the problem off their hands and designed a kitchen that's gonna be functional and beautiful. Now we're gonna put this in. The kitchen's gonna be pretty much done then, and I can't wait to see how big this island looks in real life. We just went from construction site to finished house like that.
Yeah.
These are beautiful floors.
They're nice, aren't they?
Yeah. Before this was carpet.
Yep.
We never saw the carpet because
No.
Chris went to town before we got here. They never got to that next step, which was putting floors in,
Yep.
or even picking floors for that matter. I'm sure Chris and Sarah are ready to like get back into this house. I feel like this is a big step towards that happening.
Absolutely.
This looks totally different. They decided to paint the house this weekend. I thought he meant like a little bit. No, they painted the entire house white. It actually looks really good. This is a good DIY. It's paint, and it can change the look. But I guess they were able to scrounge up a little bit for a few buckets of paint, and I think it was totally worth it. They did a good job. This project is done. I think that, you know, just having it finished, having the project done, being able to move forward with their life, and they thought they could do it themselves. They thought it'd be a fun project, and they got in way over their heads. So now, it's time for them to come on home. Hi, guys.
Hey. Jasmine.
It's the day.
It's the day.
New
This is
house
exciting.
day. Because this is your project and you started it, I think I'm gonna let you guys go in, just the two of you,
Okay.
and check it out. And then you can tell me how much you love it. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Come on, let's check it out. Oh my God.
This is unbelievable. I can't believe it.
It is amazing.
This is amazing. Look at the fireplace. It's beautiful.
Before it was such like a gaudy piece in the middle of it. Now it's like a really cool architectural piece of both rooms.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
This is your dream kitchen.
This is my dream
Holy cow,
kitchen.
look at that island.
I can't believe this. It's the perfect layout.
Yeah.
My plan for this kitchen was to have a plan. I mean, when I met Chris and Sarah, they had no plan. They literally were like, yeah, we think we want a kitchen. And I'm like, well, where? And they're like, no, I don't know. So just figuring out the layout was a huge step. I definitely wanted them to have an island. I definitely knew that Sarah needed a lot of upper cabinets. And I wanted the kitchen to feel bright because there's a lot of natural light that's coming in off the back side of this house. And I thought it'd be really pretty if that natural light was reflected throughout the rest of the house.
You first, babe.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Wow.
It's huge. This is a huge backyard. This is really, really cool.
It's just cool entertaining space.
Can you even remember what was here before?
No, remember
This
there was
ugly,
that,
enclosed,
Sunroom?
disgusting porch.
like this is so much more functional than what was there before. And it's a cool like indoor-outdoor space. It's like another room. This makes so much more sense than what was there before.
Yeah, we're gonna use this.
We're gonna spend a lot of time
Yeah,
out here
we're
for
gonna
sure.
spend a lot of time out here. Yeah,
So-
and with all of the entertaining that we
Guys!
Jasmine, this is
What do you think?
unbelievable. It really is unbelievable.
We are
Like
speechless.
everything.
The
I mean,
inside is out of this world.
Chris and I had planned when we bought this house to be here for 5 years. This is our starter house. This is not our starter house. This is where we're gonna raise our family. I'm not leaving that kitchen.
You know, I'm really grateful that you called me and that you trusted me with this project and your savings. That means a lot to me.
Yeah. And you know, Chris and I talked about getting married back here.
Here?
And, yeah.
Like
And
here?
now seeing it, I mean, open we can absolutely get married back here. I
Yeah.
mean, this is plenty of space for our friends and family for a nice little small gathering
Oh my
to have
gosh.
an intimate wedding.
That's amazing, you guys. That's so
Yeah.
cool.